you can be friends with people for so long that you also think that you owe them your friendship, right? Just as much as I said, yo, it ain't right to cut everybody off. Some people you need to be an encourager for. You need to encourage them sometime, not when their energy goes down, I cut you off. No, you need to be their friend when they need you the most. But you're like, yo, how do I know when it's time that your loyalty has been keeping you around a surrounding or an environment that your spirit is telling you to grow out of, right? So I don't know if you got anything from this yet, but if your loyalty is causing you to stay in a relationship that is not fulfilling, or a friendship that is draining, or a friendship that is not helping you grow, then your loyalty may be misdirected, right? You can be loyal to things you need to grow out of, and that loyalty is keeping you somewhere you need to evolve from. So sometimes not all loyalty is good, right? You want to test somebody by their loyalty, by their respect and honesty, then sometimes we have this loyalty to people that we don't necessarily tell them, but we know it. So no matter how much we try to up-level our lives, or yo, it's time for me to change up or do something different, and if the people we're surrounding ourselves with don't agree with that, a lot of times that loyalty is going to keep us in that, because we feel like we owe them something, as in, this person has been there for me so much that I owe them. Like, I owe them my friendship forever. Now, the thing is, are you willing to exchange your soul and your well-being for loyalty? I mean, you can be loyal to the devil and exchange your soul for that loyalty. Is that loyalty worth it? Right? To just say I was loyal, you know? Is it worth it to be dogged out because of your loyalty to someone, a relationship, or a friendship? Is it worth it? I mean, I think the only worth it situation is your loyalty to God. But any man, you should never put your loyalty in any man to the point where that loyalty will drain you and you're willing to give up yourself for the sake of loyalty. Who are you really loyal to? I mean, you're obviously not going to be loyal to your growth if you choose toxicity over fulfillment. You're not going to be loyal to your evolution if you pick stagnation over continuous growth. I mean, you're not going to be loyal to a better future if you choose toxicity over prosperity. So we can have misguided loyalty. We don't have to be loyal to everybody that we were once loyal to. I mean, sometimes, a lot of times, loyalty is in complete proportion with your level of growth. Let's take an example. Let's say I served somebody. Let's say I was back in 1805, or I don't know, like 1920, and I used to be in a royal house or something, and Ed is, what do they call him? Let's say I worked with the person below the king, below the king, below the king. I don't know what they call that, right? I'm in a hierarchy somewhere, and I work 3 levels down from the king, and I'm loyal to that person 3 levels down. And I'm just loyal to this person 3 levels down from the king, and whatever they say, I do, right? And then I found out that this person was a manipulator, and that this person 3 levels below the king was not really fulfilling the things of the king, but his own ambitions, his own self-interest. And you're like, this person was 3 levels below the king. I was loyal to them for so long, but I was misguided and misdirected because of my loyalty. I was willing to do anything for this person, willing to do whatever it takes, whoever I have to get rid of. And this is a hypothetical situation. I got to do it because I'm loyal to the 3rd person down from the king. And then you realize this person was never fulfilling the laws of the king or the things of the king. And at this point, you got to reconsider your loyalty, because you might be loyal to a person serving the devil, right? Thinking they were serving the king. Now, we could replace that with God, right? We can replace that. We could replace that with God and someone else, right? So you could be loyal to your friends who's going a certain direction, and reality, the things that they're doing is merely misguided. And if you keep going that way, it's the wicked way, right? It's the wicked way to self-destruction. And you are so loyal to these group of friends that you are willing to give up a better future for an accepting present, for having for acceptance. Like, we will give up our souls to be accepted in society. Like, the deepest, I don't really understand why, but we have a need to belong and a need to be accepted by others. And we're willing to give up our souls for acceptance. You might be like, not me, no. Well, think about corporate America, right? And the things that we do in corporate America to climb the ladder. By we, I'm generalizing it. I'm not talking about you. I'm talking about whoever does this. And we're like, yo, I need to go to the top, and I'm going to do whatever it takes. And in the process, even if I have to stay away from my family most nights, even if I have to lie and steal at work, even I have to sacrifice other people's lives by doing things that are not so generous, I'm going to do whatever it takes to get mine, right? Because I'm loyal to the system. I'm loyal to this growth. So you're going to do whatever it takes to be accepted by what you're loyal to, right? Whatever you need to do to be accepted, whatever they say, if they say jump, you're going to jump. You're going to do what you need to do to be accepted. And in the midst of that, you might not be operating in purpose, on your purpose, and you might be completely out of your values. And you're like, I was just trying to do right by this person, do right by this organization, do right by this company. I wasn't necessarily do bad. I wasn't necessarily trying to go against God. I was just trying to do the thing that was right according to them. So by being loyal to things, people, institutions, we can be doing completely things that are against us, thinking we're doing something good. So the best way is not to be loyal to man, right? Is to be loyal to God and to be loyal to your growth, right? What does that mean, loyal to God and loyal to your growth? Well, we have an internal guide within us that tells us what's good and what's wrong. And when we're loyal to that, when we're loyal to and we're in touch with our intuition, we are able to now have discernment to pick and choose the things, the environments, the people, the conversations that are going to help us grow. So loyalty to God is loyalty to your inner compass that will allow you to make the decisions along the way that's going to be the best choices to fuel your growth. So as you're loyal to your values, as you're loyal to listening to that spirit inside of you, listening to the voice inside, as that loyalty keeps going, you're going to be able to discern and picking the right friends, picking the right environments, trusting the right people. So it doesn't start with picking the right friends to be loyal to. First, it starts picking, being loyal to God, being loyal to that inner guide that's going to dictate what you choose, right? So I said all that to say is we can be so loyal to people and disloyal to our growth and to ourselves. So the message is basically, it's simple. Whoever you was once loyal to, if this loyalty is diminishing your spiritual well-being, your physical well-being, and your mental wellness, that loyalty is no longer serving you or them or the world. And it's up to you to decide what you're going to do now. I'm not here to tell you what to do with your life. I'm simply here to give you a different perspective and use that perspective however you choose to use it.